While exploring the Idanre ancient kingdom, I had a very strange encounter right in front of this house, and right now I'm about to share with you the strangest encounter I have ever came through while traveling. For those of you that doesn't know, this place is called Idanre Ancient Kingdom, and this is a kingdom that is located 3,000 feet above the sea level on top of the Idanre Hills, and this is exactly where the Idanre people settled over 800 years ago before they descended and now living down the hills. While exploring this kingdom, we went to a lot of interesting places, but this time around we were about to visit the wonderful rock, which is just a rock standing on a little space, but when you go to this rock, you feel like it's falling to every part that you are standing. If you go to the other part, you feel like it's falling to that part. When you leave that part, you feel like it's falling to the new part where you are standing currently. On our way to get to the wonderful rock, I started a recording similar to this one.
Heading to very close to the unreadable letter now. So where we get to see the unreadable letter, then from there we'll get to see the wonderful rock.
Yeah, rock.
Yeah. The wonderful what?
Rock.
Road. Wow.
This recording was rolling for about a minute and 22 seconds till I reached the front of this house, and I decided to show you inside the house through the door, and when I did this, something strange happened. So I want to ask you something. What is this house behind us?
Well, as you can see, it's one of the chief house. You know, the hunter that discovered the top of the hill. This is where he settled. They call him Idanre back then, but now it's called Akure. This part now is called Akure Kota. So this is the lineage. This is where they use Chief Akure, High Chief Akure. That's where he settled. And all these people are people that work for him. So they are all there. So the Kotas is very big. If you go to the top, that's when you see for the area view perfectly well.
Okay. Can I tell you something that just happened here that none of you saw or know what happened here? Like that time when you entered here from that place, everybody was going. I started to record. So I started to record, and when I reached that door, this thing was recording until I reached that door and put the camera inside there. I put it inside our house. My camera switched off. And normally, if this camera switch off, if it switch off, this thing happened right here. Now that is why you saw how I was asking you,
Okay.
what is this house? What is this house? You asked me to film this one first.
Okay.
So this camera switched off. And normally, if you're recording something, even if the battery is low, like the battery is not low, the battery is still full. If you're recording something now and the camera switch off, it's supposed to save the thing you recorded. So I turned on the camera again, and the footage I got from down there when everybody was walking in, it's not there.
Okay, good.
It's not there.
It's a very powerful place. Anyway, that chief is a
Like,
powerful person.
if you see, guys, like, this is not a joke. Like, I was scared. I was asking him, what is this house? What is this house? He said I should film this one first. I should film the wonderful rock first. Like, I wanted to know what is that house. I was recording something and I put it inside the house. There is a lot of things inside there. Like, this camera was not able to capture it. Immediately I put it inside there, the camera switched off, and I turned it on again. The footage is not there. It showed me my last footage before that one. The footage is not there. But I will try it again when we are going down. I will try to film it again. Out of curiosity, because I really wanted to know if this was an honest mistake from me that the camera switched off and the footage didn't save, I decided to do this again while going down. But this time around, my camera will pay the price. Do not forget, all these things I filmed it with this camera while we were on top of this wonderful rock. And when you are on top of this wonderful rock, you can actually look into the house, but you won't see anything clearly more than when you film it from the door. So I decided I would try film this again to find out if it was an honest mistake from me. And this time around, my camera switched off and it couldn't turn on. At this moment, everybody got scared because I wasn't the only one there that day. We were about 7. Every other person got scared, and now we have to find our way out of that place very, very fast because everybody now is scared. First one happened without them knowing, and this time around they saw it happening, and we left that place for me to find out that my camera cover have now spoiled. I now have to hold it with a tape in order to turn on my camera. What is it that is inside this house? According to what I saw a lot of shells. Mostly they are snail shells right in one place, and I saw something like fire, like someone is making fire there recently. The fire looks so new that it feels like somebody was even there today to make fire. What did we think was the reason why this place couldn't film? According to the people with us, they said the chief might be visiting this place but would not want you to film it, or would not want you to publish this house to anybody outside from the people that comes to visit this place. This is what we were all thinking. I am not a person that usually believe in something superstitious, and it will be very hard for you to convince me that anything that happened there that day was spiritual activities, but this one I couldn't tell what exactly was the cause of this one that day. Trust me, I was really scared because this is the very first time I experienced such a very scary encounter, and trust me, it was a scary moment for me. But this place is not the only interesting house you will see in this place. There are other houses of the chiefs in this place that also have a lot of interesting stories, just like this one. This one you're seeing here is Chief Lauren House, and there is a story behind this house. At this particular place, you don't wear clothes to this house. You can't shake hand in this house, and if you're carrying load on your head, you can't just carry it across unless your two hands is on that load. And since we are wearing clothes, we are not allowed to go close to that house. So the only way is to cross through this side. And the thing is, it's still active until this moment. I will show you the banner of the chief. Most of these chiefs we are talking about, they are no more existing, and they visit this place, and you might just see them in front of you. So this is the ancient palace, and this is the entrance. That one there, that entrance there is the public entrance. That one that is blocked there is the king entrance, and this is the queen's entrance. See how that one is blocked? That is because nobody can cross there except the king. You can only go inside there through the public entrance, and only the queen crosses through this place. Even until today, I'm still forcing myself to believe that this was an honest mistake from me, that this camera switched off and refused to save the recordings. But whatever you think, let me know in the comment section. I'm forcing myself to believe it's my mistake because I don't want to attribute it to any superstitious belief. But I know a lot of people will say this is supernatural. But whatever thing you think, let me know in the comment section. What do you think is the reason why this camera switched off and refuse to save the recording? And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, and if you want to watch more travel stories from me, please click the red subscribe button in front of your screen and turn on the bell notification that will come up next, so that you will be the very first person to know when I post my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.